So tell us about some of these couples, Nancy.
Well, Katie, you had folks from the very opposite ends of the spectrum sitting together tonight to make a point that they were willing to sit together and listen to this State of the Union. For example, you had Senator Chuck Schumer of New York going with his polar opposite right there, Senator Tom Coburn of Oklahoma. Then you had folks like Senator Kirsten Gillibrand of New York sitting there with Senator John Thune of South Dakota, two of the most, shall we say, photogenic members of the U.S. Senate. Then you had Nancy Pelosi of California sitting there with one of her old friends, Representative Bartlett of Maryland. She is originally from Baltimore. And Mark Udall of Colorado, who was really the driving force behind this whole movement, wouldn't tell me today who he was going to sit with. It was a surprise. We guessed that it was going to be Senator Jim DeMint of South Carolina, and there you go. The two of them were sitting together. And it seemed, Katie, like all this mixing things up really made it a lot easier for both parties to kind of enjoy this speech. For Republicans, they didn't have to sit there and sort of look very stern and very angry the whole time at whatever the president said. And Democrats didn't need to stand up and sit down as much as they normally do. So it was probably a much less exhausting night for them.
All right, Nancy Cordes. Nancy, I know you're going to have a long day tomorrow. You started early with Bob and me going to that breakfast at the Speaker's office. So thanks very much, Nancy. Appreciate it.
Sure thing, Katie.
And